victory. Craig Huggins with more.
The Bulldogs scored first, Brent Lovett's indiscretion giving Steve Collingwood a shot he couldn't miss. Melbourne, meanwhile, had shown no inclination whatsoever to take advantage of the wind behind them until 20 minutes in when Brent Heaver scored the Demons first. A couple of late shots from Darren Bennett gave a false impression of Melbourne's dominance. In fact, this passage in term 2 was more typical of proceedings. Melbourne's 2 goals in this period to Footscray's 1 earned them a 26-point half-time lead. Then finally, Melbourne really began to put it together, and they even managed to look good doing it. The Demons fired in 7 third-term goals, including Bennett's 4th and 5th. The one drawback is that Melbourne's surge had effectively killed off the game as a contest. The Bulldogs chipped in with 5 goals in the final term, with Melbourne plodding along at half pace. But
1 to 10-8-68. Bennett was the Demons' major goal kicker with 5, while Kennedy and Delray got 2 each for the Scrays. It's been almost 3 years since Melbourne visited the Western Oval, and it seemed to take almost that long for the first goal to come up after Lovett gave away a 50-metre penalty. Young Brent Heaver continued on where he left off last week for Melbourne, getting the quick reply, but the Demons were squandering their wind advantage until 3 goals in the dying minutes saw them open up a break of 18 points at the first change. It was Footscray's turn to make a meal of it in the second quarter, and they dropped even further behind when Lovett goaled in the first 3 minutes. The Bulldogs had no system up forward, Brian Royal's snap being their only goal for the term, and they faced a daunting 26-point deficit at half-time. The Demons may have wasted the breeze in the first quarter, but they did anything but in the third. The only black mark was the injury to Graham Yates, but not even that could halt the rampaging Melbourne as Footscray's defence went from bad to worse. The Demons piled on 8 goals 6 for the quarter, and when Darren Bennett produced another towering kick for his 5th, their lead was 54 points at the last change, and it was all over. Footscray did manage 5 consolation goals in the last term, but it was far too late for their best football of the day, as Melbourne cemented its place in the top 3 with a convincing 33-point victory, always a relief at the West.